Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War stream. So today, of course, main thing that we're going to be focusing on is the Werewoods. Werewoods faction ended up coming in yesterday and I have every intention to max it, ideally this stream. So that is pretty much the game plan. We are going to go and, is that off? Oh no, it's there. It just looked like it was weird in the corner. No, never mind. It's just a tree. I was looking at the green screen thing, but no, it's green screen. But anyways, not like it would matter. Show the chip of the corner of the room ceiling. But anyways, it wasn't actually showing. But anyways, gosh, I got sidetracked so hard real quick. But yeah, the main goal is to go and mess around with the new faction, get it all the way to 500, and do pure faction. That is the game plan, and ideally we will not end this stream until we have completed level 500 pure faction. This could be very annoying though. We're going to be using rush method to get there. That will not be the annoying part. The annoying part will be doing pure faction once we get there. But yeah, that's pretty much the game plan. Do these last 9 rooms, get Deathless on 500, then go do pure faction on 500. It's going to be somewhat difficult just because of transform. It's going to be rather luck based in what we transform our allies into, as well as what the enemy, how often the enemy gets to transform itself. So we'll see how that goes, and hopefully it won't be too bad. But only time will tell once we get there. Some people saying it's been really annoying, though some other people said they did get the first few tries, so hopefully it will be in the first few try category. 500 pure factions make you want to throw your phone. Yeah, it's you can get really unlucky on it. It is very easy to get extremely unlucky. Very quick on it, to say the least. Well, we definitely have enough sigils, if nothing else. If anything, we probably bought too much. But at least we'll be able to get it done in a timely fashion. Also, hello, Eniton. Hello, Drock Savage. Hello, let's see. Hello, Jefferson. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to leave them again. I am trying to skim through as much as I can, though. Let's see. Hello, Pat Boy. Hello, Elite Gaming. Hello, Churros. Hello, Humberto. Hello, Foro. Hello, Alice. Hello, Whiplash. And hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Do you get the team code you sent? Which one? Or what was the team? I'm thinking of a couple different teams for pure faction. I'm leaning towards Beer, Legend, Epic, Legend, I believe is going to be the team. I was originally going to run Triple Legend, but I figured we'd go one more diverse just so we have slightly extra stats initially. Not to mention if it transforms, it's transforming into something we want anyways, which is beneficial. Oh, yeah, we'll go throw that down. Also, hello, Pat Boy. Welcome. But yeah, it should only take us about, with a quicker method, probably about 30-40 minutes to reach the end. And then we can finally start doing 500 attempts. And 500 attempts could take, like, gosh, 20-30 minutes per attempt. Because not only do we have to go through so many rooms with such a weird team, we then have to actually go and win it all once we do get through. I'm gonna try this. He's stunned, so we can just do that. Ubestead, get full mana again and dead. Oh, unless he revives. Good evening, Ray Barlow. Welcome. Werebear, Torben, 2 times Werecat. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was gonna run. The only difference being I was gonna run 2 times Torben instead of 2 times Werecat. And the main reason for that is every extra turn you do, you gain extra stats on everyone. Also, we just died on hero. That's a bad sign. We're not even at pure faction yet. We are pretty deep in the delves, but still. What is going on here? Gotta be a bit more careful. Because now we only have 3, and if Zukov dies, we actually won't be able to complete out the stealth. Luckily, we have 1.5 billion sigils. Don't cast Spear. Yeah, it's the only one that has tank ability. So it might actually be viable just not to cast it. Because he's the only one out of the Delve that has skull reduction. Oh, I did that to get rid of Stone Skin. They all have Stone Skin, except for last slot. We'll do that. And hopefully it doesn't kill our Zugoff. Should be fine. And then we win. Alright, let's get through this final battle and hopefully not die. So now that we're a whole troop down. I am using Titan Hero class, right? I should be. Oh, what do I even want here? Take green for now. Get full mana up on it. Then we just take a red and kill it out. Oh, yeah, we'll hit there. Grab a... Let's go over there, get our blue, he pokes. Grab the rest of our mana. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna take a nice go over here. Do it that way. Zugoff better not die. Though I guess it wouldn't matter too much. Worst comes to worst, we could probably Ubistek kill this entire battle. Alright, let's kill that one out. And is that Ubistek range? Yes, it is. Good. Then we win. Yeah, Hero died. Unfortunately. But we still made it through. So I'm pretty sure we're nowhere near leaderboard. Pretty sure it's like straight 500s. It is. Leaderboard is quite literally straight 500s. Nothing but 500. That's a lot of 500. It's so weird that before they ever added potions, you would like barely see this. And then since they added potions, you just got it increasingly more and more 500s. Until now, at this point, where the entire leaderboard, every single new faction is just 500 straight down the line. Every single time. All the people trying to do the new faction. So if you're trying to do pure faction, it is the best time to do so. Because if you want to potion up pure faction, you have 3 days to do so. Whereas if you do it at any other point, you only have 1 day to do it. So it is always advised that later in the game, if you do have the surplus of gems, to do it during the actual week of it. It's because you have way more time to do it otherwise. Or than if you were to do it otherwise, I should say. Oh, yeah, we'll go for mountain there. $500 and no battles, all skip. Or no skip. Why would you do no skip? You'd always want to skip. For Deathless, you wouldn't necessarily need to, but for Pure Faction, you definitely always want to skip immediately to the end. With the only exception being if you can pull a good effect from one of the side rooms. Like for example, if this was a if this room gave 20% dodge when we go do the final battle, we might actually go out of our way to go do it. Just because 20% dodge would actually help a lot in final battle. But other than that, we would never take any other additional rooms, so then going straight to the end. I should have taken blue. Whoops. Still need that mana as well. Oh yeah, leaderboard. Everyone on leaderboard does not skip. To get on leaderboard, not only would you have to buy a really high amount of packs, like over 2,000, like probably closer to 2,000, almost probably 3,000 actually. Not only would you have to buy that much, but you'd also have to do no skip for basically everything the entire time, with the only exception being Pure Faction. Did you see the next faction will allow us to get +1 magic? Yes, I did see that. However, you do have to keep in mind, you need all factions max except for 3 to have enough points to actually do that, though. Which means I would need to go upgrade 2 whole factions to have enough. Or was it 1 faction or 2 factions? I'll need to redo the math on it. I believe it was 2 factions that I need to go do. But I believe we'll be able to. Because I'm pretty sure, what did we have last week? Warrens? And after Warrens, I believe we have Fangmoor and Dark Pits pretty soon after, within the next month. So I can do both of those 2 pure factions and burn through billions of gems, or thousands, I should say. And then once new faction comes around, we will guarantee have +1 magic if I do that. Not sure if I want to waste that many gems, though. Probably might. Can always get them back. Oh, that's dead. I'll get him out in there. Yeah, I'm not sure if I actually will spend the gems for it. I might, just because we need to do it eventually anyways. And if we're gonna do it, we might as well do it for a early +1 magic. This is gonna be weird seeing a gem stack below 20,000 if I do end up doing it. Unless we farm Vault Event excessively hard, we're gonna drop below 20,000. However, whenever we finally use all of our gem keys and gold keys, I guess we'll go back up 20,000. Because if I actually used every Vault key and gold key I have, and Glory key, well, mostly gold key and Vault keys, if I used every single one of those keys, we would have about like over 30,000 diamonds right now. Like, we'd get a really, really large amount. Every 100 gold keys is about 1.5 gems. If you rush how many sigils are needed to get all rewards, if you rush literally the entire thing, I believe you have to buy tier 7 6 times if you rush the entire time. Maybe 7 times, actually. It's somewhere around 6 or 7 times if you were to rush the entire time. Though generally you don't, at minimum you don't rush at least like the first few, if nothing else. Like the first 10 or so rooms, or delves I should say. Like, you don't really ever start rushing until about 100 or 150 if you're gonna start rushing. Because those are just so quickly, you might as well do every room anyways. For the higher Valraven chance. But yeah, it's somewhere around like buying tier 6 or tier 7 6 or 7 times or so. Somewhere around there. And if you were to buy it 6 times, that would come out to a cost of, let's see, 7 is a cost of 2,510. So 6 is a cost of 2,310. So you can expect to spend like 2,500 or so gems for doing the quick method. Like if you do all skip. And when you do it for new factions, you don't even make leaderboard either. Which you have to be mindful of as well. If you do it on a Tuesday event, well, you do rush it all on a Tuesday. One slight benefit of it is you're going to make leaderboard most likely. Or not most likely, you're guaranteed going to make leaderboard. If you try doing Pure Faction 500 on a Tuesday event, you will make leaderboard. It might only be 75 gems and an orb, but you will make leaderboard. Whereas if you do it during when a new faction comes out, you are not going to make leaderboard. Even if you do every room, you might not be making a leaderboard. Because by the time we finish Pure Faction, we're probably going to be at 1.6 million. And leaderboard was at, what, like 2.5 already? Okay, should be able to Mountain Crusher, and then we're all good into Zugov. And then we're good to go. Start it down, dead. So close, yet so far. 7 to go. Also, we'll probably hand out a code once we finally get to that point. Once we start doing Pure Faction. And who knows, maybe we'll give out a code once we actually complete Pure Faction as well. Because this is arguably the most annoying Pure Faction in the entire game. However, there's a possibility we get it first attempt. Not because it isn't hard, but just because we could get any combination of lucky plus the fact we have really high stats. I think this is the highest I've ever bought in stats. Just in preparation of knowing that would be hard. Hello, Lord of the Goats. Welcome. How's it going? It's been going pretty well. Ooh, I wish I would have hit a skull there. Because now we don't have enough damage, I don't believe. No, we do not. I need skull. Oh, that's unfortunate because there's no skull. Oh, I was hoping I'd randomly hit a skull. Okay, fine, we'll do that. Oops, that. Get the other kill. How are you 2 mana short? Well, you already had full mana. And he's dead as long as he doesn't drain us. There we go. I upgraded Delve to level 200. And I end up getting my stats to 9 potions. Which is 63 additional stats. Okay, we'll even take care. We'll take skull for now. And do Ubistet. Get a mountain. You made some math and saw that with 1,000 gems, you can have a 100% chance to receive a mythic. Is it real? Have you tried it? What? How would you be able to? I have no clue how you'd be able to do that. Oh, actually, I do know how you would do that. If you do every single Sunday thing, how many times would you have to buy that? Yeah, you might be right. However, it takes a very long time. Because it costs 80 gems per 50 diamonds. I mean, 50 gems per 80 diamonds. Though it costs more than 1,000. What does the math come out on that for? It's, let's see. 4,000 divided by 80 times 20. Or sorry, times 50, I mean. Did I do the math right? It costs 2,500 gems to get a guaranteed mythic. If you count just the Sunday thing every single Sunday. However, the amount of Sundays you would need to do that is very high. 50 Sundays. Which means that's over a year. Or that basically takes a year, actually. Because 7 days... What's 7 times 50? That's a year, right? Yeah, it's pretty much a year. It would take 350 days to get a guaranteed mythic. And it would cost... If you were to do it by that value, the cheapest guaranteed mythic you can ever get is 2,500 gems. And it would take 50 Sundays, which would take 350 days to go by. And that's if you buy the Sunday pack every single Sunday. Yeah, 1,000 gem keys is definitely not a 100% chance for a mythic. I believe it's a 70-something% chance because of how percents work. It's a really high percent chance, and assuming you're getting at the drop rate, you would get it. But it's definitely not 100%. The only actual 100% is 50 Sundays. Which costs 2,500 gems. Which over the course of the year would end up giving you a guaranteed mythic. Of course, you get a mythic quicker than that, but if you just count the Sundays, it takes that long. And that's not counting the free ones you get either. That's just the 50 gem related ones. So it's technically even cheaper than that. And also quicker than that because you're getting diamonds by other methods other than just the Sundays. Let's see. Take that for now. Go for the mountain there. Move the other one over. Actually, I want to go for my skull poke first. Actually, I don't even need to. That should be kill range. The Guardians are in the offers? Wait, are they? Why would they be? I thought the only offer we had right now was for the orb thing. Which I'm not sure if it's really that worth going for. It's a little bit pricey, but Orb of Ascension is pretty nice to have if you just needed one. Real quick to get something upgraded. I think there's a 3 buy limit on it too. We'll have to go for that for now. I'm actually really low on blues. I don't think I'm going to go out of my way to buy it though. Because if we really wanted more blues, all I have to do is use my billion Volt keys that we have laying around. And we'll definitely get some blues from that. And that's dead. I'll just use Uber Step because that's actually quicker. Because the other one could create skulls, which would make the screen go a while. Oh, I'll take that for now. And then we kill that out. $50 your guarantee. You can't buy mythics for money though. You could buy resources that could give you more attempts. But they have never actually sold a mythic before. I do feel like they overcharge for legends and mythics. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Yeah, duh. You can get a random mythic, but you can't get a chosen mythic, I mean. Yeah, I forgot the random mythic one. There's actually a couple ways to get a random mythic for 50. But there's no choice pick for 50. Best method is still diamonds always. Not only can they be accumulated for free with in-game resources, but they also give you a choice of what you get. Whereas every other method, for the most part, is pretty random as to which mythic you get. With the only exception being if you event key, or sorry, not event key, but if you throw Glory Gem Guild or VIP chest for a new mythic. It's like one of the only few times when those random resources can actually give you a guarantee mythic. Or not a guaranteed mythic, but you know, it's only one in the entire drop table. So you know what you're getting. That's why I always say, once you have more than half the mythics in the game, you should be going for every single new mythic, even if it's not good. And the reason for that is, you know for sure you're getting a mythic you do not own. Is that enough damage? I don't believe it is, but we have a skull, so we could easily just clean up. So we'll take skull, let him do his thing, dead, good. And then we just do Goff kill it. Is there any method in game to reach faster and easier mythics? Get into a better guild and get more legendary tasks done is pretty much the only real method. Being in a guild that completes all normal tasks, all epic tasks, and gets a decent handful of legendary tasks completed. That and always participating a lot in Vault events. Haven't been able to do the last two of the last three. Gosh, I haven't been able to do. But it's generally advised if you have the time and if you're available to go and farm them very hard because they give a lot of gem value. And gem value correlates to keys. I mean, correlates to mythics. It does correlate to keys, and those keys correlate to mythics. You got Undyne from Legendary Task yesterday? Congrats. I believe you did mention that, but yeah. Very nice. Yeah, it's very rare to get a mythic in legendary tasks. I think I've only ever gotten about 20. But that's 20 over the course of like 3 years. I'll take that. Grab Oopstet there. Does your guild does all tasks, including the epic tasks? Yes. Every week? Yes. And if so, do you guys get some legendary tasks done? Yes. Not as much as we normally do. But we normally get like a dozen or two legendary tasks done. Not that many. Nowhere near how many we were getting before, obviously. That's mostly because epic tasks take up 30, what is it, 31, I believe? Takes up like 31, 32 legendary tasks. Because what is it? I believe it's 5.5 million per tree, and there's 6 trees. What does that come out to? 33 million? Yeah, so 33 million more gold, which is 33 less legendary tasks. We're still getting other value like beads and stuff. And it did add gem value to every tree, which made it a little bit more tempting to actually go for all of them. I don't know, overall, it seems like it was going to be a mess, the new task system. Oh no, I honestly don't mind it that much, now that it's actually implemented and everything. It's still slightly less value than before, but it's not really that noticeable. Plus we get deeds now, which is cool. Yeah, glory keys can be okay for mythics. I feel like the best way to get mythics these days, though, is 50 bulk gem key. 50 bulk gem key and seal keys. Especially now that you get even more seals than ever now in the current state of the game. You can now get 2,000 per week. Oh yeah, I never did look on the new format. Does the extra 50 you get from Guild Wars actually increase your cap? Why do I feel like the answer is no? They didn't actually give a definitive answer on it. And we're going to kind of have to wait until the first Guild War happened. I just realized this is the first Guild War since last patch, isn't it? Let me go double check that. Or did we have one before? And I just didn't bother checking. Let me go check now. Regardless. Let me see if it actually counts towards your score. Because I know I won one Guild War day. So does it overall increase it, or does it still cap it out? The answer is no. Yeah, I thought the answer would be no. I still wanted to check. So did it permanently increase it by 50? The answer is... no, it did not. Okay, so the 50 that you get from the ones that you get daily and the ones that you get for winning Guild War do not raise your cap. The ones we got daily we already knew wouldn't. But yeah, unfortunately the ones from Guild War also don't. The only way they can actually raise it for the week is using orbs. No other method. But anyways, next order of business is keep going. We finished out that delve, but we still got plenty to go. Oops, I almost said a vault key. That wouldn't matter. I think we have enough vault keys, 117. Though more is better. Those are pretty valuable resources. Also, I averaged them at like an 80 gem value each. That's theoretically over 8,000 gem value of vault keys then. Actually, almost 9,000. Okay. Anyways, back to faction. Clear out this room. Then 5 more to go. 46, 47, 48, 49, and the 50 deathless. Because obviously we will not be doing pure faction deathless. We are getting many deaths in attempting it. Is it better to save vault keys for vault events? Ever so slightly, yes. However, that's not what I'm saving them for right now. What I'm saving them for is they are potentially reworking vault keys sometime this year. Or sometime within the next year or so. We don't know exactly when. But for when they do, I'm kind of hoarding vault keys in case it's actually a buff to them. There is a possibility it'll be reworked in a way that's almost a nerf. But we'll probably know how it's getting reworked before it actually gets reworked. And for that reason, I'm hoarding them. Seeing if it's actually going to be worth holding them or using them prior. And then use them prior if it's not worth it, or use them during if it is. The main thing that's going to happen with the keys, more so than anything, is it's going to be easier to gain multiple copies of the lower rarity gnomes. So that people can actually get them maxed. And it's also going to make it so you have different difficulties, most likely, they end up mentioning. So, for example, you might be able to play it on the hardest possible difficulty for the vault. It might make it so you'd have a higher chance of losing. However, if you won, you'd get more loot. How much better that loot's going to be, I'm not sure, because Vault keys are already insanely good loot. But maybe it'll make getting the better loot more consistent or something. Or who knows, maybe even the choice of what loot you get. Very few things give you choice in this game. It would be kind of cool if they had a higher difficulty for Vault keys that did. Like a choice between like 3 different rewards for each one, and you just choose which one you want. Like it'd still be completely random, but you could get to choose which one you actually want. So if it was something like 10 gem keys or 15 event keys, to most people, 15 event keys would actually be better because it's better gem value. But I had to go for the 20 gem keys because I need the 20 gem. I need gem keys way more than I need event keys, even though that number of gem keys is worth less than the number of event keys. That's mostly because I have more event keys than I'm ever gonna need. Probably should have killed him first because he can actually revive. Luckily, he did not. 25% chance he becomes a what's it called? Wow, why can I not remember its name? I know exactly what it is. Direwolf. Has 25% chance to become Direwolf on death. Forgot its name all of a sudden. You have a question that is out there from the game. What do you think about the Hyperloop made by Elon Musk? What is the Hyperloop again? I think I've heard of it, but I completely forget what it is off the top of my head. Though he endorsed Andrew Yang. Yang 2020. Let's see. Take a Mountain Crusher. Get the other Mountain Crusher. Actually, we'll go for the Explode there. And then we should be able to get a Ubistek kill there. And he's dead. Okay, 2 more, then 4 more floras. And then we could finally do Pure Faction. And we'll hand out code before we go into Pure Faction. As soon as we do 500 Deathless. Oh, that did not hit extra turn. We almost just lost hero in a single Zugoff. Struggle of using Zugoff. Did they actually end up building that? I know they had concept for it. I didn't realize they actually ended up finishing it or something. Isn't it still just concept? I'm pretty sure they haven't actually created one. If they have, that is pretty cool. Because they're basically going to be trains that you don't necessarily need grounded. And it'll be more efficient than flying cars, since you have it more so in a vacuum. It's like a weird mix between train and flying car. Let's see. It should also last for a decent amount of time, because you don't have like rails or anything that deteriorate much over time. The only big issue would be if the tube was ever to rupture. I'll throw that down. And then Zugoff kills it. Okay, 470, 4 to go. Who knew Zugoff would be useful? All because of a bug, and yet the devs luck fix bugs. Wait, what bug made him useful? He's never had a bug. Not that I'm aware of. His instant kill was always supposed to work that way. If you're talking about the fact that he can instant kill through anything. They actually made all instant kills work that way now. They did that about several patches ago. Yeah, he got buffed by... he got buffed a little while back. In that they ended up giving him... they ended up giving him the ability to keep casting. Before, he used to only be able to cast once the entire battle. And that's it. However, they got rid of his restriction to casting. So now he can cast as many times as you want in a given battle. Whereas before, you can only ever cast them once for the full duration of the battle. And that was the biggest buff he's ever gotten. Or the only buff he's actually really ever gotten. I don't think he ever got any other buff. But that alone made him from not viable to viable in a single patch. I didn't have to do that. He was stunned. Oh well. I was going to do that so we could do more skull damage, but actually wasn't needed. Yes. Well, he doesn't go through invulnerable. He goes through impervious, he goes through barrier, and he goes through everything other than indestructible. Indestructible is the only thing he does not kill. Under AI control it does, or in raids he does. In raids he has the capability of hitting through indestructible, but the player-owned version does not have the capability of hitting through indestructible. That's the only thing he cannot kill through when he's player-owned. But he hits through impervious, he hits through barrier. Hits through stuff like that. And now all instant kills actually hit through barrier. Before that wasn't the case. But as of a couple patches ago, all instant kills, or all things that can instantly kill something, now have the capability of hitting through barrier. Not Devour or things like that, but specifically instant kills. Like Dracos 1337, Skyla, Assassin, stuff like that. Before it was only Zugaf and a few others that had that capability. Mostly just Zugaf. But now everything that has instant kill has that same mechanic. As of several patches ago. The bug was Blessed troops could cast multiple times, despite being one cast only. It has nothing to do with the dev's decision to buff Zugaf. Did Blessed actually protect against that? I never even realized that. That's a weird mechanic. Does that still work? That'd probably be pretty broken on Great Maul. How would you even be able to do that, though? Because your Bless drops as soon as you cast. So unless they specifically were able to Bless while casting. Oh, or if his Skull Spam ended up triggering an extra turn and then he got Blessed off of it. That would work, too. Oh, I just lost a troop. Luckily that was final battle, so it won't even matter. That was final one, right? Yeah, there you go. As long as we Deathless 500, it's the only one that matters to go Deathless on. Losing a troop on that final battle doesn't actually matter till 500. So for 480 and 490, theoretically won't be that big a deal. If we do it on final battle. It will be a big deal if we do it prior to final battle, though. Because then it'll slow us down and potentially make us lose. Which is obviously not what we want. Also, that Terror Bird is so useless. Why must they make the bird, the cute bird, so bad? Yeah, Zukov was useless prior to his buff. And then he instantly became meta once he was. Still not the absolute best troop in the game, but he's pretty far up there. He's arguably top 10. Definitely top 20. Only big issue holding him back is he has the highest mana cost in the entire game at 32. 12 skulls also isn't enough to consistently get extra turns. However, his freeze kind of makes up for that. Because if they get an extra turn like that off your skulls, it just ends their turn. Which makes for a good skull distract. Because they're basically forced to take a skull. Because they can't just leave the extra turn for you to take. So the AI will always go for it. Even more consistently than if there's a 3 on the board. Because when they're a 4 and they're frozen, they're almost always going to go for it. I just need to get full mana again. And there we go. And he's dead. Yeah, I know. The devs haven't been listening as much to people as of lately. They still implement things that the community asked for. But a lot less than they did when the game first started. But they have probably quotas and stuff that they need to make and other things that prevent them from always doing everything we want. Also, the main devs themselves haven't been as active in the community. But in all fairness, neither have I. Even though I'm not a dev of the team. But I don't feel like I've been on the forum as much as of recently. But the main developers of the game definitely haven't been. As of a couple years ago. At one point, they used to be on the forums like literally every day. Like the main developers of the game. We'll take that over. Grab a mountain. Yeah, Phoenicia got buffed indirectly recently. It didn't actually get changed at all, but it's actually the meta for trophy farming right now. I'm not aware of anything quicker than Phoenicia for trophy farming. Unless someone else found some kind of secret broken method. But I highly doubt it. It's 20 seconds per 2 trophies. It's gonna be very hard to find something quicker than that. Okay, and it was good Zug off the full mana. And then we're almost there. Hello, Barbara! Welcome! Hope your weekend's been going well. Does not feel like a Saturday. There we go. Now we do 490, 500 Deathless, and then we try Purifaction multiple times. The main dev team probably works on other stuff like Puzzle Quest. Oh, I like the Puzzle Quest remake. I really hope they're secretly working on Puzzle Quest 3. I so badly want them to secretly be working on Puzzle Quest 3. And then in like 2021 just announce, oh hey, by the way, Puzzle Quest 3. They're definitely waiting for next-gen consoles. For something like that. Have I ever gotten a level 10 chest? Yes. I've even gotten theoretically above a level 10 chest, however it caps at 10. I've gotten every single room to be a chest before. Which I believe is a 13 chest, or is it a 12? It's a 12 chest. But you only ever get a 10, because it caps at 10. So even if you get 11 or a 12, it just gives you a 10. I gotta be careful, we can actually die here. Let me Mountain Crusher and just hopefully get into Lucky Brown. Ooh, that's not good. We are in one-hit range. That doesn't help. Please give us brown. Okay, we did. Still in a really weird situation, though. Please don't hit. Ah, stop hitting. Skull Reflect doesn't help. Okay, good. Free barrier. We should be fine now. Is Ubistat in kill range? Yes. And then he dies next turn. That was almost really bad, and one more hit would have taken us. No, level 11 and 12 chests do not exist. It does not let you get higher than a 10. Not sure why they have it like that. But 10 is the cap. It's very rare that you would ever accidentally get an 11 or 12 anyways, which don't give you any extra loot, because it just caps at 10. But it's very, very rare. Oh, that's exact enough damage. Or it was one above. One or the other. When will Iron God appear? We don't currently know. I believe it can be in this current rotation, so it could be a couple weeks to about a month or two. But yeah, I believe he hasn't appeared in this rotation. And this rotation is like a third done. So he should be coming potentially in the next several weeks. Give or take. We have no clue when. We only know what isn't in the drop table and what might be in the drop table. But we never know definitively what of those things that will be in the drop table will actually drop. We know everything that can drop, however 4 random things from that table will drop. And right now about a third of the mythics I believe are out of table. But I believe Iron Gut was still in it. I don't recall him dropping this cycle yet. There's a place you can actually check it. Do I have the link up? I believe I do. I don't have the exact link. 1 second. Let me go find it. But this link right over here. Where is it? Soul Forge Troops. Here we go. There you go. The link that I just posted right there, the Terran's World one. That link right there has the Soul Forge rotation on it. And basically how this works is, where did I just put the link? There it is. So basically how this works is we're currently on the 14th cycle. So every single thing you see there under the Mythic category that have a 14 next to them are currently not going to be in the cycle. So that means we know that next week and the next several weeks coming up will not include the following Mythics. Arachnian Weaver, Doomclaw, Obsidius, Tina 9000, Plague, the Possessed King, Tanya, War. These are all things that won't be in it. Infernus, Megavore, Farish Ra, Queen Aurora, Gargantar, Jotnar Storm Shield, Shade of Zorn, Vashtagan, Aquaticus, Draculus, Uriali, Suna, Elamagrim, Phoenicia, Scorpius, I mean, Voice of Orpheus, Death, Catches the Bull, Wardbreaker, Ubistet, Famine, and Guard's Avatar. Those are all the mythics that will not appear for the next few weeks. And then every other mythic I didn't name will be on potential rotation for the next few weeks until it completely goes through all of them, and then it goes back to any of them possibly being available. So I have no clue which ones are still not in the drop table, but there's definitely no Iron Gut there. So we can expect to see Iron Gut in probably a few weeks from now. Yeah, we're on the 14th cycle right now. So anything mentioned in the 14th cycle has already happened this cycle and will not occur until every single mythic has appeared once. So that means, Iron Gut should be pretty soon. It's probably in the next month or less. Could be next week, could be in a couple weeks from now. But it hasn't happened this rotation yet, and quite a few mythics are already out of rotation. So you could probably expect it by, definitely before the end of February, if you're looking for one. Probably even sooner than that. And it could be as early as next week, but we don't know. It's completely random what 4 happen. So based on that list, there's probably like, what, about a dozen or 2 mythics that still aren't out yet from this current rotation. And we know it could be any 4 of those. However, we have no way of determining which 4 it will specifically be because it's random. We don't know until the Monday happens. No, Zukov, came out last year. It came out last December. Or not last December, 2018 December. It was supposed to come out in January of last year, but, it got, pushed up earlier because they had a copyright issue with Phoenicia, with one of her art pieces. But yeah, the last Iron Gut was a little while ago, but it's not in this current rotation. So that means it's coming soon to him. Also, we need to be careful. I need to make sure I don't die here. We have to go deathless for this faction. This one's the only one that actually matters if we go deathless. Every other one technically did not matter up to this point. As I say that, we're almost losing our hero already. How are you not full mana? Gosh. Oh, there's 12 troops left on rotation. So yeah, he's guaranteed the next 3 weeks then. There you go. It was somewhere around a dozen or so. Just didn't want to do the exact math to figure out how many. You'd have to count out how many mythics were mentioned and then subtract it from the total, with the exclusion of Zukov and the other guy, because they're never in rotation, because they're always available. Zukov and Xenos. You don't count them because they're slightly different than other mythics in that they're always craftable. Okay. Let's get that down. 3 to go. 3 rooms left. Then we can finally attempt this pure faction. Hopefully it's not as annoying as I think it's going to be. It probably is, though. Oh no! You're supposed to die. Okay, fine. We'll kill you with Mountain. Oh, no extra turn there. Oh well. Seems to kill you. And one more skull will do it. Come on, skull. That's all we need. Or Ubistet. Ubistet works too. Or Zukov. That works too. Let's kill with that. There we go. Dead. Head counting on Saturday morning is bad for the health. Skady, Champion of Guard, Queen of Sin, Amnesia, Wolf Garrick, Champion of Anu, Iron Guts, Stonehammer, Yasmin's Chosen, Wild Queen, Undyne, and Fallen Valdis. Of every single one of those, Iron Gut is literally the only useful one. Every other one you could pretty much just ignore. Yeah, it's Saturday afternoon for me as well. 1:38 p.m. Okay, one more battle. Then we'll hand out the old shiny code. And then it's time to attempt pure faction. It's going to be very, very unfortunate. Hopefully we'll get just ultra lucky and get it first try. That'd be insanely nice. I should probably kill his legend first, just in case he feels like skull spamming us. Don't need that. Oh, well, there he is again. Round 2. Okay, can we Ubistet that with 1 skull? Yes, so we will take 1 skull, Ubistet, and that should be dead, right? Yes. There we go, nice. Well, there's Deathless. There we go. Claim our chests. And that should bring us to 2,000, which also gets us pet. So let's go feed the pet. And then it is time. But that should bring us to 2,000 on the dot, and it does, as you can see. And of course 2000 gives us the first pet. So let's go with Sir Ted. Also we'll go equip Sir Ted as well, why not? Grab all this, and there's Sir Ted. Nice. Okay, let's go equip him. Not like it matters. You don't actually have to equip your pet to get the bonus. However, this is one of the rarer pets now since not that many people would have done Pure Faction. Well, apparently quite a few people. Several hundred probably did. Maybe even a few thousand. But, you know, he's the most newest pet add to the game, so might as well go use him. He was added yesterday. With the new faction. Where'd he go? Sir Ted. Aren't they in alphabetical order? Where's Sir Ted? There he is. Okay, so let's go and, almost looks like he has one leg with how it's set up there. But, let's go and equip him. And he kind of already matches our outfit. And, feed him some. Just for the extra 0.25 bonus. There we go. Nice. Okay, so let's go and attempt Pure Faction, I guess. But let me hand out code first. But then we'll go attempt Pure Faction, see how it goes. And go from there. Okay. Just claim this. All those shiny, blinky things make me need to click. Oh, can I answer your question? Sure, what was your question? Sorry about that. You heard that if you use Devouring or Lethal Damage troops like Megavore, Zugov, Scorpius, you receive less points in Guild Wars. Is that true? Yes. Instant Kill and Devour does not count for points in Guild Wars. Or does not count as damage for Guild Wars. And your damage counts for points. You can still score very well with them. However, it is easier for the enemy to do more damage than you, due to the fact that Instant Kills and Devour do not count as damage. If you're already in advantage state, it won't really matter as much. But if they end up getting a big AoE on you or a big skull spam or something, you're going to potentially lose points. Because even though you might kill all 4 of their troops, it's actually possible that they do more damage to you due to the fact that Devour and Instant Kill do not count towards your damage. So even if they don't end up getting a single kill on you, they could have theoretically done more damage than you, which would have made you get less points. Also, you doing way more damage than the enemy also gives you more points. I believe you have to do like almost like 5 times more damage than the enemy to technically get more points than them. Which can be possible if you have barrier and stuff like that. But it's a little bit harder to do with instant kills unless you get a really, really quick instant kill cycle to kill them out with. But anyways, code time. Let me go hand out code. I believe I already marked it down last night, so this next one should work. Put that there, boom, boom. Does it work? The answer is no. Apparently I didn't mark that one. Should be the next one then. Guess I forgot to. There we go. Okay, copy. Paste. And here you guys go. Use the redeem code on gemsofwar.com with the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Whatever your game says right over here is what you put in. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters. And it gives the same reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. Only works on PC mobile version, of course. Okay, so yeah, flash offer still the same thing. And yeah, let's get into this. Let's try our first Pure Faction then, and see how badly it goes. I believe I can just copy paste it from here, though I do believe I want to trade out 1 troop. So we'll grab all this, grab that, boom, boom. Okay, so Pure Faction. Let's go do it. Let's go over to faction. Fights, and we have 12 attempts. Paste the team in. And I think we might make some revamp. Just because I kind of want to use at least one of the other troop, the other mana generator. It does get completely blocked, though. You don't have Mana Link, do you? That's unfortunate. I wish you did. Oh yeah, we could use it for its triple damage off of that many reds. Because they're going to become the, I think someone suggested this earlier too. Running 2 instead of 1. Because they're going to become Beastmaster anyways. Yeah, instead of running 2 Beastmasters with the Werecat in between, I think we'll run 2 Werecats with the Beastmaster in between. I think that works. I don't know, maybe we do have the Beastmaster in front of it. I'm just concerned with casting him. Well, we're going to have to cast him at least once. This is gonna be such a weird delve. Comes down to like pure luck. Okay, let me go set my stats to something. Also, first things first, let me go copy this team. Because I'm gonna leave the screen real quick because I want to change my things. Actually, 20% is correct. I'm not sure if we want 8 magic or not though. He might just be better with life. To not die with would be great. Okay, I think we'll roll with this then. 20% mana start with 16 life. Okay, let's give this a shot, see how it goes. Let's get into it. Pure faction time. See how many attempts this take. Attempt number 1. Let me make sure I have the right team. Attempt number 1. Let's see how this goes. The first of many. Okay, our stats are actually higher than his for this battle. However, that's not going to be the case for the final battle. Oh, I forgot to take extra turn brown. Whoops. Mistakes already made. So we can use this for mana generation, but there's a 20% chance he gets completely ruined if I do. He got ruined. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. That would happen literally the very first time. I see why people say not to use it. Because that. Let's see. What's his other thing again? Haven't actually used them before. He converts blue to red and brown to skulls. Interesting. Is that your brown counter? Interesting. I guess I'll go for it. Oh, he's dead. That's problematic. We already lost a troop and we just started. Unless we can get him transform. Yeah, we can use transform to heal him. Can he mana generate? No. I can't take any useful mana here. I'm just gonna poke one of them. Still can't take any useful mana. Still can't take any useful mana. Okay, how about now? Still none. We need red and brown. And we can't take red or brown. There we go. Good. He, for whatever reason, did not kill the thing that was within kill range for no reason whatsoever. Now we can transform into nothing. Of course, when we want him to transform, we don't get it. I forgot. It's not even guarantee. Ah, these things are so annoying. Oh gosh, the amount of luck we need in every single situation is so high. Yep, he's already dead. Well, one down. Now we have to get through so many battles too. It's gonna be very annoying. Like, I see why people say not to cast the first slot. You definitely need him for tank. I think I just retreat at this point. If we're already losing one on first battle, we have enough sigils that it won't matter. Okay, new game plan. Do not cast Werebear. And let's see how that method goes. Do not cast Werebear. Because he has the most consistent tanking capability. Which isn't much better, but it's 20% score reduction. On top of the 25% score reduction. Which is about a 30-something percent. Because they're, they do not give the full bonus. It's just taking a percent of the percent. How do I want to move here? Take a brown for now, try for it off the sky. Okay, do we have a lineman here? No. So we just wait. And now we can skull spam. Okay, so far so good. I just think it's triple damage if there's 13 plus red. It's worth considering. Unfortunately, we haven't hit that threshold yet, but we could do that. Still not 13 plus red. I feel so tempted to cast this thing. Maybe I'd double him and just go one of these. Because I really want to cast a mana generator. But I need to make sure that that one doesn't cast. Because it's really important he stays as that troop. As it makes sure we don't die for these earlier battles. Okay, Yeah, we'll go for that. Why not? Take that. Grab herself a... Nothing looks good. I might just double poke him at this point. Oh, of course we'd get a skull. That first poke was completely wasted. Oh, woo. Of course, yeah, Joe. And then the other skull, and then one more will take it. And if he didn't add Joe, he'd already be dead. But oh well. What else? What else? Let's grab a green for now. We do not have a lineman to kill, do we? Actually, blue to red. We'll go for it. Because then we could do that. And he's dead. And ideally, we want to be taking as many skulls as possible and casting as little as possible if we can. Just to make sure nothing really changes too much. Well, 1 down, 4 to go. Oh no, they're going to get Entangle. Do I have to take bottom path? I might have to. Grudge is not going to be worth it. All enemies gain Snare. I'd rather have them have Snare than Entangle. I might just have to go bottom path just so we don't have to deal with Entangle. Yeah, because then they get Regeneration, Entangle, and 2 magic. Whereas bottom path is 1 attack magic, Snare, which is Web, which is not nearly as annoying as Entangle on this team, and a Curse, which is just a bunch of stat reduction, 2 per each of them, so 8 stat reduction at start of battle, which with how high our stats are shouldn't matter. So the only bad thing about doing this though is we have to take out Web Spinner team. However, the Web Spinner is not in first slot, so it shouldn't be too bad. Since we could focus it out with Werecat. So I'm going to take the bottom path here. Just because Entangle is problematic. Way too problematic to go that way. There's a lot of our damage is from Skull. Okay, we don't have enough reds for that, so let's kind of wait it out. I need to go take mana for him. So we'll take a bunch of red. That unfortunately is not enough to do anything with. So I might just poke him. Do we have alignment there? The answer is no, so let's take that. Get a mana going a bit. Oh, we have 2 of these guys now. That's not good. I'll take a brown. That's not bad either. Because every extra turn gives us more stats off of them. That's the only problem is we don't really have any need to double convert like that. Oh, what else do we need? We do have alignment, so we might as well go for it. Hey, look, he went right back to where he should. Perfect. If we could just keep getting lucky like that, that'd be great. Do that 1,000 more times. Or right back to the starting team we had. Perfect. Oh, we got triple damage right now, too. I should probably just secure the kill, though. Of course, you would transform, though. Unfortunate. I keep forgetting his convert as well. Or not convert, but he creates a additional red if there's 13+, which can actually loop a little bit. Okay, do we have alignment? Ideally, yes, but no. So we'll try for Sky. Didn't get anything. Don't really have a follow-up here. So let's take some red and see if we can do this again. There, we are 1 red short, of course. So I'll just go for one of these then. There we go. And Hunter's Mark allows us to get enough damage. Oops, I almost just took top path. Okay, this should be the hardest battle that isn't the final battle, I believe. We need to make sure Web Spinner dies before it's the only thing remaining. Otherwise, we're gonna have a problem. Yeah, so far the stuff isn't going too bad. Though the main concern is the final battle more so than anything. And it's about how many stats the last final battle will have. Except even higher. Okay, do we have alignment? Yes, good. Oh, perfect. We are right back to starting team. We are keeping up very nice luck. But yeah, we're right back where we started. We'll take that now. Do we have 13 plus red? I wish. It's not worth doing this because he gets so many skulls. So I'm just gonna have to poke him. Let's start poking his web spinner. Of course, you would convert back. I do not want you converting back. Would prefer you to actually stay the wolf or the tiger thing. So far, we haven't gotten unlucky enough to get a. I am probably gonna jinx it, but we haven't gotten the useless a bird yet. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Actually, we haven't been getting anything other than the werecat. But I believe he can convert into any of the three. But we've been getting really lucky. So far, he's had a 100% chance of going into werecat, which is actually pretty cool. Hopefully he maintains that, because it's the most useful thing he can actually convert to. That isn't himself. And he can't convert into himself. Nothing can ever convert into itself. They made it so things can't summon themselves or transform into themselves a while back. And by a while back, I mean like a year and a half ago or so. I guess we go for this. Gotta be really careful to avoid skulls. He does have triple damage. As I say that, I'm gonna make a really weird move. I'm actually gonna hit him with this. And the reason for that was the extra turn chance, which was pretty high, which we landed. I guess we take this. And then we could grab that. And then he's dead. Or not dead, actually. Really? We don't have alignment for anything. Now we do. Okay, we'll cast this one. Okay, now I need you to transform into something else. Is that enough to kill? Yes. Oh gosh. I gotta take skull. Otherwise he one-shots us. Actually, with all of our skull reduction, maybe we would have lived. I kind of want to try casting a few more times to transform, but I'm not going to take the risk. We could have calculated it out, but still not worth it in case he double skulled somehow. Don't need to lose a troop just for trying to get a transform off. Okay, biggest issue here. Giant toadstool. That needs to die as immediately as possible. I do not need him transforming us. Actually, you know what? Maybe him transforming us wouldn't be too bad. Now that I think about it. Because then we have toadstool for the final battle. Which probably isn't as good as these things, but it actually wouldn't be horrifically bad. It definitely wouldn't be us automatically losing. Having that situation occur. Hello, Steve. Welcome. That'd be amazing if we can actually get it first try. Though we do have quite a bit of stats right now, extra. To make it a bit easier, but still hard. We do have alignment there, so we'll go for that. Grab our thing over. What do I even want here? Let's take that for Sky Red chance. Oh, but I gave him all that green. It's only Glitter Claw. It's the only thing he has that does damage, so that shouldn't be too bad. He shouldn't get a kill anytime soon. Okay, how's our alignment doing? Oh, he just denied all the blues, though. That's the only bad thing about that ability. For us, I still want to just cast this explosion. But I'm going to wait. Problem is, every single thing on our team is the exact same troop now. Well, except for our tank first slot. Oh, good. We got alignment there. Okay, we do not have a follow-up, so I'll just take Skull. Well, we have a follow-up. It's just not what I want. Try for Yellow Sky. Wow, we actually got it. Never mind. Okay, we did go what we want. Nice. Only problem is we have 3 of these things. I might just need to cast them just to cycle through stuff. Do I want to give him a free Skull? Ideally, no. I might have to. I'll stick a red for now, though. There we go. Good. No free Skull for you. Okay, we finally got the useless bird. That is unfortunate. But at least it's in a location that isn't as annoying. Still annoying, though. All it is like a poke of damage. At least that's 50% mana start, if nothing else. But with enchant, that's not even really going to matter much anyways. Oh, I should have tried casting the other ones, I guess. But if we're going to get more of the bird, then maybe not. But anyways. Okay, final battle. Let's see how we do. Our current final team is not the worst, not the greatest. It's Werebear, Beastmaster, the useless Werebird, and another Beastmaster. Okay, screenshot it, I guess. And see how it goes. So your starting team almost doesn't really matter that much. As long as your starting team uses not Werebird and uses Werebeer as your tank, it's fine. Because you have no clue what's going to be by the final battle. Okay. So, how do we play this? I believe it takes Skull to green. And I might even cast our first slot this time. Just because it seems like the mana accumulation will be useful. But I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to wait till it takes a little bit of damage before we do. Because our enchant's already going to give us most of our mana anyways next turn. Okay, do we have alignment? The answer is yes. Doesn't look like it though. I might just have to throw the bird down just to poke. What is the most important thing to kill? Probably his tank. I think we just work from the top and work our way down. Unfortunately, that did not transform into something that isn't useless. However, we do have a skull alignment, so we'll grab it. He did not transform. Not even sure if that's a good or bad thing. Let's see. We'll take that. Oh, I did give him free skull. There luckily just still one left for us to take. Now would probably be a good time to go and cast that. He's going to try one-shotting us as well. I got to go for the skull, though. I can't not go for skull. So I will go for it and take that. Luckily, he did not kill first slot for whatever reason. We only get to explode one red if I do this, so I might want to wait. Even if he ends up dying, because one red is not really going to get us that far. I'm going to give us alignment. Hopefully he doesn't ruin it. He did not completely ruin it. Okay, that's good. We'll take that over. We'll grab red. Bunch of green we don't currently use. I wish we had another one of his casts. We actually do have alignment for it right now. A really good one, too. But oh well, we'll take it that way. Now we don't have alignment anymore, but we still have skull. Oh, I might have just gotten it first try. We might have overbought potions a little bit. Well, he didn't win yet, but oh, he just agiled. Oh, no, this isn't over yet. Still agile a billion times, gosh. What do we grab? He's still webbed. That web's been going on forever. At least he's not dead yet. Oh, no, two of him. Well, actually, that's almost a good thing, because now we can counter him pretty easily with our own. Since, of course, we have the same convert, and two of them at full mana, whereas he doesn't have either of them up. I guess we just poke with bird. How are you still entangled? But they do have entangle on skull. Due to that one room. Okay, let's just poke the front one. Unfortunately, bird did not convert. And somehow you are still entangled. I have no clue how. I mean, webbed, not entangled. There we go, finally. Okay, let's go cast this thing. It did not transform. Does he have alignment? Because if he does, we can just immediately deny it. And if he doesn't, we just let him cast. It's not a lot. Oh, actually, it is aligned. Yeah, never mind. It is right over there. Let's go for it then. Grab a poke. And did we just win already? We just won already. First try. Okay, we might have overbought potions just a little bit. But there we go. First try. It has been done. Well, that was a bit less annoying than I thought it would. However, that's the most potions we've ever bought in for any event. But I'll take it. There we go. There's our other 500 points. First try. And that was with level 200 Horde and 9 potions. However, we did not have 50%. I didn't bother upgrading Wild Folk. I mean, Urskea. So we had just a normal amount, not the 50% bonus of it. Because I didn't upgrade Urskea yet. I still have it at level 10 instead of level 14. Because you can actually have slightly higher stats by doing it that way as well. But anyways, that's that. We claimed a pet. Let's go max it out as well. Might as well. I don't think we need it maxed yet, but we will very soon, so might as well do it now. We do need it maxed, right? I believe so. Urskea currently only has one maxed pet, if I'm not mistaken. I believe we need it for next level. Or at least sometime soonish. By soonish, I mean probably a while, because we still need a whole nother event for it. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for pets, and I'm looking for Urskea. Pretty sure it's worth upgrading. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Urskea! Yes, there's 3 pets. And it would be worth upgrading this. So yeah, I guess we'll go do it. Why not? What pet food does it use? It uses brown. Oh yeah, we barely even use any white pet food. That works. There we go, maxed up pet. Not like we need him for his bonus, but we'll need him for the kingdom upgrade purpose. And that should give us the orb as well. As well as some gems. Come on, blue orb. Nope, green. Oh, we got lucky with double blue earlier. He has a pretty cute bear. Pretty nice. But there we go. Got it maxed. Got 2 maxed out pets for this kingdom now. So whenever we need 2 maxed out pets, which I believe we need for level 15, question mark, I believe. I forget what level you need it for. What level do you actually need 2 pets for? I believe it's 15, from 14 to 15. Yes. 14 to 15 requires 2 maxed out pets. Hold up. We can max out this place? Oh yeah, that was from when I was away for 4th of July. That came out then. I remember. I was away at that time. I'm not sure why I didn't bother maxing it then. And then we have Doom Dice. I'll probably hold off on this. I don't have any immediate need to do it. We'll wait until we get the next blue event. And then just throw event keys for the other guy, I guess. But yeah, we'll hold off on that for now. But yeah, that one's actually upgradable to another star. 15 stars. It's not really worth it, though. I think we just get, like, what, 0.25 reward or something? No, it's a extra 1,000 gold per day. That's really not worth it. That's even worse than the tribute thing. The best thing would be a 0.25 tribute chance of any of those. Reward isn't as useful, and the extra gold definitely isn't as useful, because 1,000 gold per day is pretty small when we have this much gold. Though our gold stack has been seen better days. But anyways, that's that. That was way quicker than I was expecting it to take. Like, way quicker, gosh. Well, I guess we could mess around with some Explore. But, wow, that went super quick. Was not expecting it to go that quick. But if nothing else, I guess one other thing we can kind of prioritize right now is I still have one hero class that is not level 70 plus right now. And that is Diabolist, that useless hero class from a little while ago. I think it was a couple classes ago. Yeah, let me go switch these to Diabolist then. Because we need to go get EXP for this thing. It's the only one we have below 70. So let's go and change that. You've gotten so many Frostfires from Legendary tasks. That's unfortunate. Oh, you got it on second try? Nice. Yeah, it was definitely annoying. It was a bit less annoying than I thought it would, but that might just be because we had an absurd amount of stats. But we got super lucky at some of those. We kept cycling through the cat, which is definitely the better one to cycle through. It was a little bit unfortunate that we got the bird at the end, but it actually didn't really hinder us much. Or really even at all. I didn't really feel like it deterred much. It would have been better if we had at least one cat going into the final battle. And now we never need to touch anything in that faction ever again. Because it's a pretty bad faction as far as using it outside the faction. Oh, never mind. 15 just requires owning 2 pets. I forgot. 17 is when you need it max. I might have preemptively maxed that a little bit too early then. Oh well. We'll probably need it maxed eventually anyways. I believe you need 4 maxed out pets for level 20 or something. I have the chart for it. Let me go double check. I know at some point you need 4 maxed pets from the kingdom, and I believe it's level 20. Which is going to be really hard, because there's quite a few kingdoms that aren't even close to that. Let me double check. Zoom in. Zoomy. Let's see. Never mind. For level 19, you just need to collect 3 kingdom pets. Never mind. At no point do you actually need to max out that many pets. You actually only need 2 fully maxed out pets. And the only time you need that is 7. Or 17, I mean. From 16 to 17. So, never mind, yeah. It was 8 kingdom weapons I was thinking of. Because for level 20, you need 29 troops to exist. You need champion level 100, which means you need to max out the hero class. And you need 8 kingdom weapons. You don't need those, or sorry, yeah, you do need them fully upgraded. 8 fully upgraded kingdom weapons. Which can be a little bit hard due to old event weapons. However, by the time a kingdom has 20 troops, they've probably gotten enough events that they've just gotten 8 weapons by then, for the most part. But yeah, you do need 3 pets for level 19. However, they do not need to be maxed. You just need to own them. So that means like 21 or 22 once they finally expand it, because they're probably going to expand it to 30 eventually. But 21 or 22 will probably require owning 3 max pets, most likely. Curious when they're going to do it. I assume by 5.0 patch. 5.0 patch, I believe, is when they're expanding stars from 20 to 30. Because there's a good chance that late this year, we will actually have the first level 20 kingdom. If Forest of Thorns even has another event that brings in 2 troops, we will have level 20. So there's a possibility we have it, the first level 20 in 2020. Which would definitely make sense. Like, if there was any time to go do it, now would be a good time. The year of 2020 to go get a 20. It'd make a lot of sense. Which is exactly why they won't do it. No, it's good. But we'll see. It's likely to happen. Forest of Thorns is the closest one to it. And that next Forest of Thorns events could quite literally bring it to us. Also, what am I doing not having armor buff? I was wondering why that battle was going so slow. We don't have any of our things set to armor right now. Actually, we don't even have it set to magic either, gosh. Armor, 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 there we go. Fix that problem. That just increased our damage instantly by 48. Which is by no means a small amount. And you should use, oh yeah, duh. We could just use Phoenicia team. I forgot, Diabolus has Redstorm, doesn't it? Forgot about that. That's one of the reasons why I didn't want to level it the other way. You are correct, so let's go do that. 20% mana, magic. Or sorry, we actually run all magic, don't we? Because she already has mana start. So yeah, let's go run that. Where's a good place to run it? Oh, here's fine. Let's run it right here. Let's finish out this one. Let's just run it out with, yeah, I guess we'll go run it out. Where did I have Phoenicia saved? Did I overwrite it yet? Hope the answer is no. I might have. Are you it? Rip. I think I overwrote it earlier. No. Oh well. I know what it is. Oh, never mind. It's right below it. Perfect. There it is. Alright, let's go run this. Not as Slayer, though. Run it as Diabolus to make sure we have Redstorm set. I even mentioned that earlier. Oh yeah, I never did bother giving its final trait. It actually becomes weaker once it has it. Which is why I haven't done it. I believe it's the only hero class in the entire game where it actually becomes weaker from having final trait. And 1 extra magic in case that already wasn't enough. Also, what are the other perks? Nothing useful. Nothing useful. Some free souls, because why not? Firestorm, which is the whole point of using this hero class. And some extra magic to reds. Then we also get +1 red once we reach 70. Nice. And we also have Jinx, which isn't really going to do much. And a Curse, which is also isn't going to do much, but you never know. It might hit something useful, like lowering their HP or armor. But Phoenicia should be fine without it. We should just need a Leprechaun, then cast, and then dead. So we do that. Cast Phoenicia. Ideally, you'd gain full mana. What you do and be 1 mana short. And then you're dead. And that gives 2 trophies once we hit level 5, or Explore 5, which we'll do as soon as we finish out this battle. So we'll do that. Splody Splodes. Take that to some air guarantee, get full mana. And dead. And now let's bring it up to difficulty 5. Hold up. How do you not die? Oh, Greenstorm. Oh yeah. I need to make sure I pick a kingdom that does not have any counterstorm. Trying to think of some place that doesn't have revive or counterstorm. Silverglade? I think that's correct. You don't have spell reduction here, do you? Why do I feel like spell reduction is a thing? I don't believe they have revive, though. Oh yeah, you do have 1 in power though, which could be annoying. Phoenicia. I mean, not Phoenicia. Queen, or what's her name? Elspeth, I mean. Trying to think of where the most optimal place for this is. Because Urskea isn't anymore due to the 25% revivey thing. Though it's so rare that it probably wouldn't matter much. Let's try Silverglade for now, I guess. See what problem there is here. Do we have it on Explore 5? Yes, we do. Okay. Let's roll with this. Kedar has the lowest life armor. Doesn't it have 25% revives, though? I'm trying to think. Does Kedar have a 25% revive? It might not actually have one. As long as this place doesn't have spell reduction, this place should be fine. Oh, we already gained a level. 9 to go. I'm trying to think if any of the things from Mirrored Halls had it. I mean, from Silver Necropolis. Not Mirrored Halls. Or Necropolis, however you say it. I don't think they did. Because they were mostly undead stuff. I think this kingdom's safe. The only annoying thing is in power. Off of Elspeth. But we really only have to deal with her for 1 turn. If we even see her. Oh, there she is. And she didn't even get to cast. That's the only annoying thing in this entire kingdom. And it makes her waste about 3 seconds when she does her ability. Which is a lot less than having to accumulate all the mana. The only problem is she can appear on any battle. So that didn't really slow it too much. But it does slow it down some. Yeah, I'll go try Kedar next. Because Elspeth makes this place not as optimal. It's not bad, it's just she is the one thing that slows it down from this location. Okay, let's just go try Kedar. Give it a shot. What are we currently at? Explore 3? Well, I guess we'll run at Explore 3 a couple times and then do it to Explore 5. If nothing else, we'll get a nice variety of trait stones here. Going from place to place. And I don't think anything here is spell reduction. Because that's the only other thing that can kind of prevent her from getting the kill. I have one more battle, then we could put it to 5. Let's see how it actually goes. But I don't think this place is anything that would get in the way. Doesn't look like it does. Why difficulty 5? Difficulty 5 is the lowest difficulty that gives 2 trophies. And it still wins at the exact same speed, assuming you can one-shot it. However, Phoenicia is the only thing in the game that I'm aware of that can one-shot in 1 cast at this level range. But as you see at the end of this battle, we'll get 2 trophies instead of 1. Which basically means we're getting double the rate of trophies. And we're still winning at the exact same speed. As if we were using a Rowan team. And it's pretty much just doubling the trophy amounts that we get. Of course, trophies don't really mean too much, but still. If we could be getting not 2 trophies and get 2 trophies, we might as well be getting 2 trophies. If we could still win same speed. Also, did he really just live? That's actually problematic if he's going to live like that. Maybe we don't do Kedar. Because apparently if there's enough bonuses, he can actually get enough HP to survive. Which is not what we want to see. Someone said Leonis Empire. I guess we could try Leonis Empire. Only annoying thing about that is they do have mana drain. And some pretty quick mana drains at that. But other than mana drain, I don't think they have anything annoying. But yeah, apparently the gate in this location can actually get enough durability to outlive. If there's enough undead on the team. Because it gains a bunch of bonuses from them. Okay, let's go try, we'll go try Leonis Empire. My biggest concern is mana drain, though. Could also just do Arskia too. Like, it's not that big a deal. The chance of us getting the 25% revive troop to actually trigger is extremely rare. Ooh, slightly short. Not gonna matter much though. We just do that, dead. Yeah, gosh, Purifaction went way quicker than I was expecting it to be. I was expecting us to take like hours doing it. But nope, went pretty quick. Pretty quick indeed. Probably no direct rush to actually get this hero class maxed. I do want to get it maxed though eventually. Or not max, but you know, I want to have baseline 70 for all hero classes. Then get the last few useful ones maxed, like Arc Magnus and stuff. And then just get the rest of them maxed because we need to eventually anyways. But I've never actually had every hero class to 70 plus, so this will be the first time once we do get this maxed. Or to 70, I should say. Which is basically like max, because most things don't use their final perk for whatever reason. Is the Zugoff in Great King with worth forging? Great King, probably. A Zugoff is kind of questionable. It's the most expensive thing in the game, and can take a very long time to try to get it. But Zugoff is a nice utility to have. It's still one of the better mythics in the game, ever since they buffed him. There we go. Yeah, we'll grab that for now. Get our Finis. I'm really surprised nothing has threatened us with Drain yet. The most annoying one will be Mana Core. If we ever do get threatened with Drain on any of these. I don't think we've seen a single Mana Core yet. Also, one nice thing about doing difficulty 5 compared to 3 is we actually do have Anu chance. The chance of Anus is almost the same as getting Nisha on 12. However, we still do have an Anu chance nonetheless. Whereas when we do it on Explore 3, we actually have 0% chance for Anu. But right now we have about a mythic... We have like a Nisha chance on 12 of getting an Anu at 5. So if we get an Anu, that could have been a Nisha. If we were doing 12s. However, this is the quickest class EXP we can get, tied at the quickest. It's also the quickest trophy rate in the game. However, we're doing it for the EXP, not for the trophies. But since this hero class can do both simultaneously, we might as well do both simultaneously. This also works really good for gnome events, by the way. If you ever want to grind out a gnome event. We just got a gnome there, which just made me recall that. It's not a gnome event right now. 31st is the next gnome event. But this team could be used for that. And we might even be doing that method on one of our red hero classes that we haven't maxed yet. Because Wynn's the same speed as Rowan. However, I guess Rowan team could theoretically be ever so slightly quicker. Just because you can also 4 times 5 times a full Rowan, whereas you cannot 4 times or 5 times a full Phoenicia, because she has a 12 mana cost. You could 5 times her, but you can't 4 times her, like you can a Rowan. Did you see the new achievement? Yes, get 100 troops medaled. I am 1/3 the way there. Am I going to be going for it? Yeah, I'll definitely have it. I'll have it by the end of this year. I'm not trying to like specifically focus it down because it takes forever to grind. But we'll definitely have it by the end of this year. We're already 1/3 the way there. Actually, a little bit more than 1/3 the way there. If we count out all of our tokens, I think we can currently have 36 to 40 maxed. We currently have 33 maxed. I should have went for 5 times purple. Actually, we don't need 5 times purple for anything. Well, now we do. But initially we didn't. But yeah, as far as progress, I believe we're at 33. You can check it by going to achievements. We are currently at... yeah, 32. Or 32, but we can do up to about 36 to 40. If you count out all the medals we actually have. Actually, let's get the exact number. We have 32 there. And we can do this many more. We can do, let's see. 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2. So that will take up 4 and then 8. So we'd have 5 Cedrics left. Oh wait. But we don't have any equipped. So never mind. We can only do 1. We could do 4 of these. So that's 1, 4, that's 5, 5, 10, that's 3 spare. Yeah, I can currently upgrade 5 more troops, meaning I can have 37 maxed right now. I can have as many as 37 maxed. And we currently have 32 maxed. That's how many medals we have enough for at this current moment in time. I have all the souls I need for it. Even our current amount of souls is enough to max out all of them. The souls won't be an issue at all. The biggest issue is getting the medals. And we currently have enough to max out 37 total, with 32 currently completed. If anyone still has any other questions, let me know. And tonight, of course, we'll be doing Purple Guild War Day. We just covered a video going over some teams in the most recent hero class that was added 2 weeks ago. Going over that. Yeah, we'll go for Splody Splodes. Kind of need to unless we see a 5 times. Since she doesn't have the 4 times method. But yeah, for next Gnome event, I probably will just use Rowan method. And probably get Arc Magnus up instead of this hero class. Because by then, we'll definitely have this thing to 70. We have 11 days to get this to 70. Or sorry, longer than 11. We have 13 days to go get this thing to level 70. Which even if we do 1 level per day, we'd easily get it done. Which we definitely do more than 1 per day. We've already almost got a 62. Started at 60 to stream. And we barely even been grinding it much. Since most of stream went to doing faction, of course. If no one else has any other questions, I might even start wrapping up once we hit next level or so. I was not expecting Purification to get completed that quickly. Because that was the main goal I had for this stream. But then we did it first try, and it's like, oh, well then. And I don't think I want to contest leaderboard. Because we could do our extra battles to try contesting it, but I'm not sure if I'd really want to. But even if we try contesting it, they're probably just going to pass us anyways. But I do feel like we overbought a little bit on potions. But if nothing else, it helps speed through the process. And we'll be able to replenish our gems, hopefully, next Vault events pretty well. Also, this late in the game, there isn't really too many things other than factions to sink them into anyways. Because we don't really have any reason to do it into raids or invasions other than doing bare minimum. Because the only thing that gives is leaderboard for orbs, which you can get from so many other things. Bounty Hunter, we already sink the minimum into to get all rewards, and just don't do leaderboard. Guild Wars, whenever I'm Paragon, I throw for the full amount. However, I just do tier 3 otherwise. But like whenever I was Paragon like this time, or even sometimes second in command, I go for buying all the packs, which does burn through a little bit of gems, but it's not really that bad at all. So I do that. And other than that, I don't really have anything else to spend gems on other than factions. Because I don't ever need to buy keys, because we normally have a surplus of every key. Because we have so many, like, near infinite seals. So worst comes to worst, we could just dig into seals if we ever run out of every version of a key. We have enough event keys that we're never going to run out, so we don't need to spend gems on that. And, yeah, that basically makes it so this late in the game, the only real thing we have to sink gems into, since I don't even need to go sink into orbs anymore either, the only two things are class events if I want to bypass leveling hero classes by simply buying them up immediately, though that's really expensive to do. And the only other thing is factions. And I guess technically pets. However, pets, similarly to buying class XP, is very badly priced. It costs about 3,000. It costs about 2,500 to 3,000 gems to max out a pet. We spent 2,910, which is above average for a faction, and we were able to go get a maxed out pet. So it is really expensive to spend almost the same amount just to immediately get a pet maxed. Whereas you could just spend a few hours to get it maxed by manually grinding like that off a faction. They are really horribly priced. Because the faction just gives overall so much more loot compared to just buying a pet outright. I have yet to actually max any pet through that method. I did Mimic pretty close. I think I did it up to Legendary when it first came out. But then I kind of realized, oh, buying pets are useless after that point. So I did it for that, but I never did it for any other incidents. Because theoretically, it is ever so slightly worth buying the cosmetic pets, like the old cosmetic pets. Just because in the current state of the game, you are never going to be able to max them by normal means. However, it's still a complete waste of gems. Because all you're doing is getting an orb for spending like 2,900 gems on it. Like, it doesn't even show cosmetically that the pet's max. Like, it doesn't even have any kind of aura or anything around it. Which would have been pretty cool if they would have at least given that to pets. Like, have every single pet have the aura of their color around them once you get them mythicked. That would have been a pretty cool cosmetic thing for it. But unfortunately, they didn't do that. A fully maxed out pet looks no different than a not maxed out pet. I feel like a lot more people would actually buy maxed out if they had some kind of cosmetic thing to them when maxed. Like when fully fed in level 20. But currently that is not the case. They look exactly the same. Which is a really big missed opportunity. Oh, it's still not too late for them eventually to do that, though. He's like, right now, no one could actually tell that the pet we have on our shoulders maxed, even though we just completed pure faction for it. Hey, level 62 Dabbalists. Progress. 8 levels to go till base level 70. Though I'm in no direct rush to get it up. I still want to grind it some. Because it's not like we're ever going to use Diabolist. It's one of the worst hero classes in the entire game. It's so bad you don't even get its final trait because it makes the class worse. I thought that was a Diabolist for a second. I was like, wait, what? Why does it have 3 traits? I forgot our Diabolist in the second slot. As you can see, we don't even have its 3rd trait. Because 25% chance to summon a Nightmare when an ally casts a spell is horrible. And the fact that you can't disable it's even worse. So you might as well just not even get it. There's actually no kingdom requirement for fully trading your hero class. All 7 Delve maps already 100 Horde level. Should you do increased level? You're all 12 Delve maps already. I'm not sure what you mean by that. 100 Horde level. Should you increase level? What are you trying for? And I'm not sure what you mean by all 12 Delve maps. But if you're going for pure faction, I would advise upgrading your Delve level to about 150 or 200. Like, you can do it off 100, but you might need more potions. Is there a better team with Rowan for the new Delve at level above 150 without Zugoff? Yes. You use Urskia Shield, Rowan, Leprechaun, and then one other option. You could use Possessed King there, you could use another damage source, another board control, even literally just another Leprechaun, another Rowan, since you could just enchant fill them to double cast. Depends which way you want to go about it. But I would say double Leprechaun. It's probably the simplest way to go about it. Just make sure you have always have a mana accumulation method ready to go. And you run Hero as Titan or something similar just so you can tank. And her Urskia Shield into your Wayne will be your primary damage. Well, you're going to have plenty of mana generation off of having Possessed King or Leprechaun as your second mana generator. Both of them generate a lot of mana. And your first Leprechaun does the initial mana. It's more important to fill up your Urskia Shield more so in that kind of situation. Also, one other thing to consider, depending on what faction you're running it for, Apothecary, it has Cleanse, and it will feed you your Urskia Shield. And you can put it in front of your Rowan, because you only ever need to cast your Rowan once in those kind of teams, unless they get a 25% revive or something. So you can use your Apothecary for mana accumulating the Urskia Shield, also having it as a Cleanse option as backup. Did I finish Pure Faction? Yes. It got completed very quick. We got it first try. It cost us 2,910 gems to do it, though. But we did it first try. Is your stream lagging? It doesn't look like it's lagging on my end. So it might have lagged for a second there. Oh, to grab. Take a hit there. I'll split all that. What do I want here? We'll take the purple and try for red. And he's dead. I just realized I'm not using controller for this. That would go even quicker. Not too big a deal though. I'm so used to clicking cast that it doesn't slow it down too much. Though it is always quicker using controller. Regardless of how good you're clicking with mouse, it'll always be slower than using mouse and controller. In combination. See, it's about 1 second per cycle. Sometimes closer to 2 seconds. Do you know the minimum explore level to get a guaranteed trait stone from the mini boss? Any level? You get a guaranteed trait stone at any level from the mini boss, like you do any battle. Unless you're talking about arcane. In which case the arcane guarantee, I believe, is only on the mythic battle. So theoretically, the higher you do, the more often you'll be cycling mythic battles. But I'm pretty sure the mini boss does not have guarantee arcane, if that's what you're trying to say. The only part that has guarantee arcane is the mythic battle, which has a 100% chance of giving an arcane, regardless of what level you do it on, even if you do it on Explore 1. However, obviously, the higher you explore you do it on, the more often you'll get mythic battles. So obviously, you're getting way more shards if you're doing 12 compared to 5. So right now, we're technically getting less of them. But mythic battles have a 100% chance of giving an arcane, even if you do them on difficulty 1. But you're getting less of those little shards that allow you to do the battle. Because, of course, at 12, you get like 70-something. Whereas at the lower end, you're only getting like a dozen or less. Or around there. But yeah, every 9 out of 10 cycles, if you do 20% chasing, we'll give you an arcane. If you do 20% chasing off of Explore 12, you'll get an arcane 9 out of 10 times you go through the set. Which is a really high arcane rate compared to what used to be available. It's a guaranteed arcane rate. Not even a percent chance, but it's a guaranteed arcane rate of about... assuming you can take 5 minutes per cycle, you can get 12 arcanes per hour at a 100% chance. It's not even a... It's not even like a... It's not even like a random drop thing. You will guarantee, if you can win per cycle 5 minutes while chasing 20% for all 6 of the battles, which is manageable for most teams, like on any of the insta-kill teams and stuff. But if you can cycle through a 20% chasing at a rate of 5 minutes per cycle, it takes you will get 12 guaranteed arcanes per hour if you can do that, which is the highest arcane rate that has pretty much ever existed in the game for guarantee like that. Though keep in mind, you can get arcanes from these battles too. You just saw we got an arcane from a battle that isn't the mythic boss. The mythic boss just happens to be guarantee. So as you'll see at the end of this battle, we will 100% chance be getting our green-blue arcane trait stone from completing this battle. We already know that this will be happening. It will. It's 100% chance, so it's definitely will, regardless of the difficulty we do that. And as you can see, we just got it. We also get another drop. It's actually an independent drop, so theoretically, you could even get 2 arcanes from it. But here's our guarantee arcane, and then there's the normal drop that you would get for your trait stone. I don't think I've ever actually seen a double arcane because I haven't really been paying attention, but I think it's possible that you can actually get 2 arcanes for a single battle off it. This one's guaranteed. This one's just random arcane, random trait stone drop that you get from every battle. And that applies to every difficulty. Difficulty has no effect on it, as far as the guarantee arcane. Explorer 12 is still the best, though, just because you get the guarantee arcanes more often. But I believe the actual rate of it is upwards of 18 arcanes per hour, with 12 of them being guarantee, if you can win every 5 minutes on chasing 20%. The only problem with that is you're farming a bunch of different arcanes and not a single one. If you're farming a single one, the rate's a bit lower, because you're only getting 70-something shards per battle, rather than like 90-something. Celestial Trait Stone drop randomly, that is correct, yes. Celestial Trait Stone in Explore has a drop rate of 2%? Yeah, I believe it's 1% in normal battles and 2% in Explore? Or was it 3%? It's either 2 or 3%. I actually forget which now. Maybe it was 3%. I actually completely forget. But it's either a 2 or 3% chance per battle in Explore that you get an Arcane. Difficulty has no effect on it. But yeah, Celestials can be a little bit harder to focus, just because they are so random. You get approximately 2 per hour. 1 to 2 per hour, I mean. However, it is definitely possible to go an entire hour with 0. And obviously every kingdom drops them. Drops everywhere. Okay, can you stop hitting so many hits, gosh? And I'm just farming it for quick kills right now. I'm not really doing it for its trade stone. I'm just doing it for the sake of winning quickly. Because Leona's Empire seems to not really have anything too annoying. Like nothing that really slows us down. Surprised we haven't been clipped by a Manticore yet, though. Have we even seen a Manticore? Seems like they're just not appearing for whatever reason. That's like the only thing that might ever so slightly be annoying from this kingdom. Hasn't had as opposed to a threat yet for slowing us down. But yeah, it's currently quicker than ever to farm Arcane Trait Stones in the current state of the game. It has never been quicker. Because Glory is more abundant, which makes it so you can just auto-buy them through the weekly events. Because Glory is more abundant than it's ever been in the history of the game. And Explore has been more consistent for getting Trait Stones. Because before, you could farm an entire hour and get 0 Arcanes. But now you get guaranteed Arcanes from completing out the Mythic battles. So even if you get pure bad luck, you're going to at least get a guarantee amount of some Arcanes while trying to farm for Arcane Trait Stones. Which was a really nice adjustment to them. Can I put the team code I'm using in chat? Sure. Let me go copy it real quick. So let me go bring up the YouTube as well. I don't have it up on this computer. Where's my channel? Also, feel free to leave a like on the stream. Let's see, how many do we currently have? Your channel. Go to the video, pause it or mute it. There we go. Currently at 16 likes. Let's go hit 20. There we go. We already hit 20. Thank you, everyone. Oh, that didn't take long. But here we go. Here's the code. Oh, wait. Do I have it on copy paste? Let me double check. Oh, I don't think I do. Let me go kill this real quick. And then get it on copy paste. 1 second. Manage team, copy. And there you guys go. Here's the team that I'm using right now. That is the quickest trophy farming team in the game. And it's pretty much tied at quickest XP class rate as well. However, you can only do this with Red Storm hero classes. Do be mindful of that. I believe that gives you about 4 options. You have Diabolist. You have Sunspear. I believe Warlord has it. I'm trying to forget the full list. I forgot what tree it's even on that gives the Red Storm. But any hero class that has Red Storm can do this method. However, it does require pretty high stats, and it is required to own Phoenicia. It's literally the only thing Phoenicia is really used for in the current state of the game. It's not really that important, though. You can also just do Rowan Explore. It's actually ever so slightly quicker. However, you get less trophies. And you also get slightly less... you get less gold as well, and less metal rarity. Because, of course, doing this allows us to Explore 5, which gives us slightly better metal rate and better gold. Whereas Rowan team, the highest that can quick kill at is 3. Which is still nice for class XP, but it's a little bit less gold and a little bit less trait stones. You spent all your Celestial trait stones yesterday? Now approximately complete 200 battle Delve Explorers. in Guild War, etc. don't drop Celestial Trait Stones. Yeah, that can be pretty bad luck. Outside of Explore, the drop rate's pretty low, though. I believe it's under 1% chance outside of Explore. Or it's around 1%. It's like either at 1% or slightly below 1% when you're not doing Explore. But it is slightly higher in Explore. By about double the chance. It's either double or triple, I always keep forgetting. What gets you the most medals? Explore 12 spam. However, Explore 12 spam is slower for farming class XP. Also, most of the absolute meta teams for running Explore 12 require specific hero classes, which if you're trying to level up a hero class, you can't actually combine the two together, because you might need to use a different hero class than the one you're trying to level. For example, running the quick kill in Urskea, you generally want to be running Titan, because it has Brown Storm and Barrier every Brown, so you don't accidentally die, as well as the Brown Storm makes it go quicker. But yeah, Explore 12 is where you should be going if you're looking for medals. Nishas don't even drop unless you're doing Explore 10, 11, and 12. And if you're doing something that high, you might as well just do 12. Because 12 actually has a much higher rate of Nishas as well. I believe 12 has like 4 times or 5 times the rate of Nisha compared to 10. And doing 5 actually has a 0% for Nisha right now. The chance of us getting an Anu is about the same as Nisha on 12. But unlike Explore 3, which has a 0% chance for Anu, at least we have a chance of Anu right now to get it off of this. Because Explore 3 has 0% chance for Anu and 0% for Nisha. Trait Stone drop rates do not get affected by difficulty, but metal drop rates do. Okay, yeah, let's explode it. I was gonna take the extra turn, but it's probably best to go down that route. And I think we'll keep going until we get one more level, I guess. That'll bring us to 63. We should just need a few dozen more battles or less. Yeah, we'll grab that for now. Always good to get the extra turn there, helps speed it up a lot. Though of course it's pure luck based. There we go. If anyone has any other questions, let me know. We should only need about 20, I want to say. Nope, even less. Actually, way closer. We only need 5 more. Let's go get those last 5. So any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll probably be back in about 5 hours. We'll be back later tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we always are. And we'll mess with Purple Guild War. And today should be pretty fun because that's actually my favorite Vespera team now, probably, is the Purple Guild War version of it. Really, really fun team. And yeah, we'll finally get to see how it does in an actual Guild War situation, because this will be the first time we've had both the hero class of Arch Magnus as well as Vespera simultaneously. because the previous Guild War we did not have the hero class yet. But since she just came out, the hero class came out 2 weeks ago, we can now run that combo. So we'll see exactly how that pans out. It's something we knew would exist when Vespera came out, but it didn't exist at the time. But now it does, so this will be the first Guild War that we actually get to use it for. So we'll get to see how it works in practice. It's probably one of my favorite Guild War teams, to be honest. Like, I really love how it runs. It's a really fun team to play. Though you wouldn't really ever run it in PvP that often just because it's not the quickest of teams, but it scores well, or should score well, for how Guild War is scored. Because it's really good at giving the enemy no turns while also doing a lot of damage and a lot of mana accumulation. Which colors take precedence for guild goals? What do you mean by that? I'm not sure what you mean. I'm not sure what you mean by that question. If you could rephrase it. Oh, we just gained a level. Nice. Ah, there we go. 63. 7 to go. So again, I'm not in any rush to get it up. Once we get to 70, it's not going to change anything. It's not like we're ever going to use this hero class. It's getting it leveled to get it leveled. Guild admin. Oh, you mean for guild tasks? That really depends on your guild and how much gold you're really contributing per week. Generally speaking, your main goal should be... Well, are you completing out all the normal tasks at least? Because generally, the way that you'd want to go about it is... it's going to be kind of hard to show because I already have all tasks completed. But, I can do it over here, I guess. Guild admin and go to priorities. But, as far as goals, we haven't even bothered tweaking ours. But, main priority is get these 6 done. The normal tasks. You'll want to get all 6 of these done. Blue probably being one of the more useful ones because it gives gems. But prioritize getting the normal 6 done. And as far as these other tasks, you probably don't have enough gold to get down all the epic tasks. And if that is the case, just do all of them to like a small degree, like up to the first few tasks or so, and end up getting them done that way. And if you were to go and max out any one of these 6 epic tasks, green would be the way to go. And the main reason for that is they give deeds. Not only do you get a guaranteed green deed, you also get a 1.6 other deeds that you can use, writs, which you can form in any deed color you want, which you would normally put into purple, of course. But yeah, the main priority is to get the main 6 tasks section done, then do all of these to a few tasks, and if you were to complete out any, green is probably the way to go. Purple could be arguable though too, because it gives 1 purple deed, as well as magic bonus for getting it maxed. But green's probably overall best value, just because you get 1.6 purples technically, which is even better value than going through all that. And they both give the same amount of keys or so. Plus you end up getting a green deed out of it, which actually does count towards magic if you haven't already gotten Zolkari maxed yet. Zolkari is the only kingdom other than purple, or the only deed color other than purple that gives you a magic. However, there's only 1 magic kingdom, whereas purple has 4. But if you haven't already gotten Zolkari maxed, Zolkari is a magic kingdom, which are the most relevant kingdoms to go and max. And green does have 1, purple has 4, which is why purple is so valuable. But you could technically get 2.6 deeds from completing out the entirety of green. 1 that's guaranteed green, and the other 1.6, which is any color you want, which you most likely put into purple. But anyways, anyone else have any other questions? Otherwise, I'll be heading out for now. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Best of luck with the faction. It can definitely be pretty hard. We were able to get it first try, but that's mostly due to a combination of luck and the fact that we had higher stats. But definitely one of the most annoying factions, so do be careful out there. But anyways, best of luck with that. I'll catch all of you guys later. I'll be back in 5 hours from now, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be going and messing around with Purple Guild War. And probably just grinding out this hero class a little bit more after that. But yeah, enjoy your weekends. Thank you so much for stopping by. Leave a like if you enjoyed the stream, and I'll catch all of you soon. Goodbye, everyone.